What's up, Starlings? Hi, guys. Please excuse my outfit today. I really am really integrating some big things, like really big things, really big things, and it's really empowering and it's awesome. And I had to do and continually have to do something that we're going to talk about. And this plays out. This will help you and guide you through your process in whatever way it shows up for you. So let me explain. So we've been pulling the Two of Pentacles for quite some time, right? Quite some time. And that's about the choice. My guidance has been, not only from Michael, but really from God, from Yahweh, is that this choice is extremely counterintuitive. It's not just like saying it's uncomfortable is one thing. And when we say things are uncomfortable, that resonates with, and this is just, what I get, that resonates with the emotional body. When we say things are counterintuitive, it resonates with the mental body, with the conscious body, the consciousness, what you know versus your belief, right? So the counterintuitive choice is the thing that gets you unblocked, unstuck, feeling like you have power back. It is the thing that is not only uncomfortable within the emotional body, right? We feel a certain kind of way about it. It makes us nauseous. When you you have to make a certain choice, you have to do a certain thing or say something and you get nauseous. It's because that your emotional body, which is held in the sacral chakra, right around your belly button, that area gets triggered and it resonates with the body in a way that is uncomfortable, right? The counterintuitive choice will make us the same trigger in the resonance in the body will happen in the mind too, but it plays out differently. How it plays out is I'm wrong. I can't do that. It's wrong. Belief system, what's right and wrong, right? Divine and karmic. That's what I say. Divine and karmic, not right and wrong. The right and wrong is a human thing. Anyway. Also, the counterintuitive thing hits the brain in a way where it goes, there's something wrong with me that I think I have to do this, or that this is real for me. This choice is real for me. The reason why we have these triggers and we have these uncomfortable resonance and then the counterintuitive resonance is because we have to truly understand that we have to surrender surrender the outcome. We have to truly feel the release of control of the outcome as we make these counterintuitive choices. Because our human programmed self can't understand, because it's new, this is new territory, right? It can't understand how, right? How things are going to work out if this thing is feeling so counterintuitive, if this choice is feeling counterintuitive, if this choice is feeling uncomfortable. It's different. It's a little bit different though, because when the choice feels uncomfortable, you still know you have to make the choice, but you don't. It's uncomfortable to know that, but you know it. The counterintuitive part of it is that there's something, it triggers self-judgment. There's something wrong with me, or you don't believe that you're doing the right thing, or you don't believe that you're on the right path. You think that there's something wrong because there's this, it conflicts with the belief system of this is how things work, right? So we're exiting the matrix. Every human being on this planet has to exit in some way, okay? I'll just say it like that. Every human being on this planet has to exit in some way, the matrix, over the next few years. So right now, those of us who have exited but haven't really figured out what's going on, it's like this big moon. It's like they're showing me the moon card. So it's like the unknown. It's the blank slate. Like there's no, past template for what you are to do or create or etc. How you are to forge your path. It hasn't been laid out for you before. It's been laid out for you your entire life because of the program, because of the matrix. So I think that's what we're going to dig into today. What you can do to really understand, and I hope this helps those of you who are feeling like you don't know what to do. So what I've kind of been getting is like, there's three major aspects of your life this could be playing out in. One would be financials. So money, your thoughts about money or how money comes to you or how you can make money now. Money. Okay, money. The second one is attachments. And this is in regards to other people. This is in regards to I have to keep this friend or this family member is really important to me. I'm hearing toxic loyalty. So going into like being toxically loyal to a family member because they're your family member and not really being able to release them as a family member. That also goes back to the family systems that are shifting and changing and what family really is. Okay. It's a resonance. It's not a last name. I'm going to say that again. Family is a resonance, not a last name. True story. Okay. And then the other thing is your reality. So your consciousness. So your consciousness level, really understanding your reflective reality, how you are in line with people or not, how you are accessing yourself as, a being of light, or you're accessing yourself as a human that has to follow certain rules and limitations. So those are like the three different kind of ways I'm seeing this, I keep hearing conflict too, like mental conflict. This is kind of, this video I think is supposed to kind of guide you on how you can really make that choice that's so counterintuitive. And that conflict in between, I'm hearing go back and watch the chaos and creation video if you haven't, okay? Because that was so, it's how things are to work now. Chaos and creation happen at the same time, and it's in regards, and it's how you can really understand when you're in conflict with yourself or when you're in a counterintuitive place where via the emotional body that you have to make this choice. You got to release this thing. It's now hurting you right now. It's now heavy. And this thought or this person or whatever, this pattern, right? And then going into the mind space and deciding that decision making is so hard because it's counterintuitive. It's so counterintuitive. And because you don't know, with your surroundings around you, no one's doing this. That's why it's so hard. It's brand new. So no one in your surroundings, except for maybe me and a couple, us here are really, and people in other, in other groups and situations. But what I'm saying is don't compare yourself to other people and their spiritual process, because their spiritual process was taught to them a specific way for a specific reason, right? My spiritual process was taught to me by angels, and God, and not sitting in a class with someone telling me what spirituality was and how to dig in. Okay, it was very much, for me, it was very different. So that's where I teach from, is that place of you already have all of the knowledge inside. You just got to find it, right? So your counterintuitive decision is, and I'm hearing the grand purge. There's been a lot of purging happening and purification. Blood cell walls is what I'm hearing, like cellular memory. So you guys may, so in making this decision, you may feel of a real purge in your body. Like you actually might have flu-like symptoms as the ascension flu. You might have a stuffy nose. You might throw up. You might have diarrhea. Like there's when you make this choice too, in the light body, what happens is when you conquer that chaos vibration, that conflict, you conquer that conflict and chaos in your head and decide on the creation of the choice and decision you're making. And really settling into that and really owning that is true now for you. Now you are this. Now you do this way. Now you are detached from this person. There is no jumping back. Like now this is my reality. Okay. So you're going to get some headaches. Just saying, you're going to get some headaches. You might get, nauseous. You may feel chest pains. I'm getting chest pains right now as I'm talking about this. So like real piercing feelings, all of that are frequencies. All of those are frequencies releasing in your body. Okay. So if you're hacking up a lung right now and don't go to, I have the fucking thing. Don't do that. Don't manifest that for yourself. What you can do is go, I'm releasing from this chakra. Let me go work on it. Sinuses, third eye chakra. Headaches, crown chakra. Nausea, solar plexus chakra. Diarrhea, sacral chakra. Coughing, heart chakra. Okay, and throat chakra. Sore throat is more kind of like the throat chakra. The cough is a lot of times it's the lungs, it's the heart. Okay, it's in the center of the body, that one. Okay, that one. So the center of the chest. So anyway, so let's get into a spread or two, clarifying. And we'll see kind of what comes out. I hope this message finds you well, guys, because this is the time when we set, it's not like we just set intentions. We make the action changes. We take the action step. Okay. The counterintuitive action step. And it's a real doozy, because it's either way, it's the promises. It's almost like the promises and ideas and I'm hearing allowance of greatness. This is virtue too. So for those of you who haven't watched the virtue video, go back and watch the virtue video, because this is how you choose your virtue. Okay. The thing is it's a field. There's nothing on it yet because you haven't created it yet, but you have to choose it. It's counterintuitive. The Matrix told us that when the thing is there, then you can grab it. This is backwards. We have to make the thing be there and then grab it. We have to grab it in the sky and pull it down. If that makes sense. Okay. I hope that makes sense. All right. So let's get into prayer, and we're going to use the, oh shit, I did that upside down. We're going to use the crystal visions today. Alrighty. Let me get a shuffle here. There's a lot of throat chakra upgrades that are happening for you guys. I'm like scanning the room here. If you're watching this with me, just take 3 deep breaths. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, Shekinah, and the Most High Yahweh, I ask to be a full, open, complete channel today for the Starlians in this video about this beautiful understanding of the conflict within and how to manifest through that. At this time, I call in the Ascended Masters, the Archangels, gods and goddesses of the realms throughout all space-time dimension. Vishnu is here. He hasn't shown up in a long time. Vishnu, hello. Yes. You will flow when the decision is made. He's saying flow, and he's showing me like air, like a jet stream of air moving. So this is the decision. Okay. I'm seeing a really big lantern in the dark. A lantern in the dark. It's like this big. This big. It's a big ass lantern. Somebody's grabbing it now, and they're moving. Honor what your light body wants. What your light body wants. What your God self wants. What your higher self wants. Honor that and take that with you. It's like he's picking up the lantern and he's walking to the other side of this really dark room. This man. This is like the hermit energy. It's like that internal knowledge of self. What else do we have? I'm seeing the bunnies again. There's no wolf this time. There's just gathering. Oh my gosh, it's mommy bunny with all the little baby bunnies teaching. This is like teaching your... For some of you guys, this choice is really going... This counterintuitive decision making. What it does is it triggers your inner child. Okay, you need to teach your inner child how to do this. Yeah, because the inner child needs to, I'm hearing the inner child needs to detach. Artemis is here with the bunnies. This is interesting. She hasn't shown up before in a long time. Okay, so she's saying that there's detachment with what your inner child considered to be normal behavior, normal decision making, normal action steps. Detachment from what your inner child considered to be normal. That's what's really going to help you through this counterintuitive space. Yeah. Anything else? I'm seeing a bunch of hearts. Literally a bunch of pink hearts floating like bubbles. It's interesting. Okay. Thank you. At this time, I asked for a protective shield and bubble around myself and all Starlians watching, affirming that we are all childs. They keep saying they don't like children. Okay, so childs of divinity, of the highest order of truth, the true children. As I set these wills and motions, so be it and so it is. All praise be the Most High Yahweh. Amen, 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 amen. That was really interesting. Okay, so this whole, the thing that really got me with seeing this man, this hermit-like cave dweller, walk up to his lantern and grab it to move. Okay, so this has to do with this whole idea of what your inner child considers to be normal decision-making, normal behavior, a normal way to get something done or to take a first step. Okay, so the normal way to take a first step is now kind of backwards. Okay, it's counterintuitive. It's backwards. Here we go. Let's see. Archangels. Archangel Michael, Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Haniel, inner child, yeah. Archangel Zedekiel. He's helping some of you guys. If you haven't Googled Archangel Zedekiel, please do. It's Zadkiel. Zadkiel is how some people say it, but he tells me it's Zedekiel, even though it doesn't spell like it doesn't. Anyway, so Google him, please. He's really here to help a lot of you. There's two of you specifically that I know this is for. Okay, so Google him and ask him for help with your transformation process. Okay, he'll come into your dreams at night or help you while you're resting, even if you don't actually dream about anything. He'll be with you during the day when you're driving. So when you're thinking, when you're driving, it's on a different frequency. Okay, all right. Michael's saying, let go of the old. And the way he said it was like, let go of the old. Like he just put his head down and went like this, tell him, let go of the old. So this is really about surrender. This is really about surrender and releasing and just being like, I don't care. Head down. That's the old. I don't care. With the right hand up, this is the masculine admitting defeat in the ego body, in the ego mind. Defeat. Your ego has lost. Okay? Your masculine ego has lost, so it needs to surrender. Thank you, Michael. Sandalphon approves of that message. All right, here we go. Let's see what we have. I hope that message finds you well, guys. Whew. Gabriel's taking a little break. Gabriel's taking a little break. He's like, this isn't my message. Okay. 7 of Swords. I can't. Oh my God, guys. This is what? The counterintuitive. This is how I can't keep getting this card. It's okay. It's okay, but you need to know that this is you. And you need to Google what the 7 of Swords means. Google it. Deception, thievery, lies, manipulation, cheating, all of that. Thievery. Okay? Google it because it's you. And it is the thing that is keeping you from conquering the counterintuitive decision you have to make for your life. You're choosing this. Because it's not what you want. It's not comfortable. The counterintuitive choice is not fucking comfortable. It's not, you can't understand how you're going to get what you want out of making that choice. So what do? You talk yourself out of making the fucking choice. That's a lie. I can't, that's not going to work. Why would that even that doesn't make sense to me. So it's wrong. That doesn't make sense to me. But your intuition is telling you, yeah, it fucking makes sense. You have to trust. You have to surrender. You know nothing. You know nothing. Until you connect straight to God, you know nothing. And even then, you still know nothing. You don't know shit. Okay, you don't know shit. You definitely don't know shit about what you want. Okay, you definitely don't know shit about what you want. Because this is I'm hearing self-imposed belief system. Self-imposed. We're gonna dig in the magician. Manipulation. But I'm also getting this is the creation choice. Okay, so once you're able to conquer the Seven of Swords in regards to what you want or how you feel about what you want, right? How you feel about what you want. A lot of times what we want is not what God wants for us. It's too fucking small. It's too small. So you need to want bigger. You need to dream bigger. You need to have more faith in your life and it being able to be fucking magic. 2021 on the ticker. Okay? This is a big time where this needs to come to fruition. And this is also divine masculine energy. I'm being reminded here by Sandalphon. Sandalphon is saying your inner masculine energy is the one that keeps choosing the Seven of Swords. Is the one that doesn't trust. Your inner masculine energy is the one right now that's showing up on this table that is saying, I do not trust my wishes and dreams will come true. Because the choice that I have to decide, like the decision I have to make, for some of you guys, the decision you have to make is not something you've ever decided, ever in your life, ever. Everybody, actually, not just some of you, every single one of you. The decision that you are to make to move forward in your life is not something you've ever done before. This is brand new, bro. It's brand new. This is old shit. What is the new for you? Asking for an angel. What is the new for you? Because the new is the thing that you have to conquer. That's the thing you have to create for yourself. You have to conquer the old first. And the old is running on fucking autopilot. Just saying. Just saying. Already so much in just like 3 cards. Okay. That's it. Got it. It's on the bottom. Oh, amazing. Here's what happens. When you make the choice, when you decide, and you go through the uncomfortable stages, the counterintuitive stage. Fucking breakthrough. The Sun and the Ace of Wands, this is a breakthrough. A breakthrough. What I've said before, and they're telling me to say it again, is that it's like your breakthrough, when it happens and you conquer this, you're going to sit there and go, I was freaking out about that. I was freaking out about making that decision. And then I get this. And I'm like, that wasn't as hard as I thought. It wasn't as dark as I thought. It wasn't as confusing as I thought. Because it's not. It's really not. It's a breakthrough, though. This awareness about your wishes and dreams not coming true, or you don't even know what those are, right? You don't even know what those are. For those of you who don't know what it is, ask your inner child. They know. Okay? They know what it is they want to do. And that's you. So this is the way forward. Okay? This is the way through. I'm hearing this is the way through. No more forward, through. Okay. This is the way through. On the bottom of the deck is the Temperance card. You better believe it. This is what balances everything for you. And your frequency, this is what balances your reality. But there's like a pause. You make this counterintuitive decision, and then you decide to create from there. Okay? Then there's a pause. And this is like the 0 point. There's a pause where you are to create without any expectation of something going wrong, any expectation of this isn't going to work. That's all this. Get rid of this. And this is how you get rid of it. So we're going to clarify. We're going to clarify the spread and see what's going down. I hope everybody had a happy holiday as well. I don't fucking do any of the, you know, the dark system holidays anymore. But yeah, I hope you guys had fun and at least got to heal a little. It's a big time for that too. Venus is in retrograde currently, and Venus is all about what we want, what we enjoy, what makes us feel good. And it's in retrograde in the sign of restrictions in Capricorn. So this is when we break through our own personal restrictions in regards to what we want. True story. Let's dig in. Let's dig in. We're going to use the white sage. They're saying the white sage to clarify this. I am feeling like there's a lot. There's so many opportunities. I'm hearing stop linear. No more linear thinking. Stop linear thinking. This plus this equals this. If I do this, this will happen. That outcome shit with linear thinking doesn't compute anymore. Think in a circle. Think in like a, what they're showing me is like, you know, when you blow bubbles, this is why I was getting the heart bubbles, I think. You know, when you blow bubbles and they just kind of go, they just go where they go. Those are your opportunities. They're like that. That's how you create the bubbles. Okay. The bubbles in the sky, bubbles in the air in front of you. Those are the decisions, right? Those are the outcomes to the decision. It's not if I do this, then this will happen. It's different now. It's still a cause and effect, which is a rule, a hermetic rule of the universe, or hermetic law, is the law of cause and effect. But this is how it doesn't work the same. This plus this equals that. That's dead now. Now it's I make a choice, and that's going to happen, and then that's going to happen, and any of these are going to happen. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Okay, let's dig in. Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups, 7-7. This is the confusion. This is fourth dimensional confusion is what I'm getting. This is how, this is what brings us back to a very old pattern. Okay, especially in this masculine emotional body, it is a full-blown pattern of choices, of I'm hearing consciousness. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, now it's karmic. Now it's karmic. Time to turn your wheel, because now it's karmic. Meaning now it is going to spawn more of the Seven of Swords in your physical reality if you keep choosing it. I said what I said. Seven of Swords, that's cheaters, that's liars, that's energy. I'm hearing energy vampires. You're going to manifest more of them in your life. And now, because we have clicked into a higher dimensional time-space frequency, meaning time is now non-existent in the way that we've known it before. There is no more Gregorian calendar, January, February, March, April. That doesn't exist anymore. This is new earth. It's different. So your reality, if you choose to keep Seven of Swordsing yourself, is only going to spawn more karma. It's going to hit you faster. And I'm saying this not so you can manifest it. I'm saying this so you can understand what you are manifesting in your life via your Seven of Swords mind demon frog thing. Okay? All right. Give me one more for this. The Hermit. There we go. You have to go inside your cave and find your hermit's light, right? Your lantern. Your lantern. To see this for yourself. Okay? See it for yourself. I can tell you this all day long, but your life will not change unless you see it for yourself. Do the work. Double stuck in a For some of you guys, you're hung up on a person. I asked about the Nine of Cups. For some of you guys, you're hung up on a person or not having a person. Okay, this is kind of like about, this is a little bit about like wishing for a relationship or a partnership, a union, if you will. Okay, and really desiring that. But here's the kicker. constantly telling yourself that it won't happen because I have too many kids. It won't happen because I don't have a job. It won't happen because because nobody thinks I'm attractive. It won't happen because I'm too weird. Whatever. Okay, whatever this is that's trying to block some sort of union. This could be romantic, but it doesn't, it fully kind of feels just like soul family, soul tribe kind of stuff. Okay, who am I gonna, if I detach from, we're gonna use an example in regards to like detaching from a family member. That was the second thing, right? Detaching from a family member or someone in, someone in your life that you consider to be family. That detachment, the counterintuitive part of you that's like the counterintuitive feeling is that nobody can replace this person. Replace, right? You're not replacing, you're upgrading. And then the universe will deliver that when the Seven of Swords is accessed and the wheel turns because you've gone internally with the Hermit energy. And really figuring out the truth. Okay? That is really going to shift this for you. Give me one. Okay. There it is. 2 Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. The counterintuitive choice. Some of you guys may not even want a physical partner relationship because you've been hurt in the past or you just don't want to deal with it or whatever. But now you have to see yourself as a partner for yourself. You have to wish that you can be the partner you deserve. You are the one. Okay? So it's almost, so this is the time when we really have to access what we're choosing, how we're choosing to marry ourselves, how we're choosing, how we're wishing, for us to be enough for us. True story. This is the reality and the Fool and the Page of Wands. The inner child knows, okay? The inner child knows so much. And with this Fool energy, this is the chance that you have to take. This is the risk of faith and surrender. Over these next 2 months, we will see who has actually mastered surrender in their life and who has mastered attachment. Over these next 2 months until February. Right? No calendar, but whatever. For the purpose of tracking things. February. We're going to see who is free and who is not. Right now it's a little murky in the collective because people are fucking shifting left and right. Okay? It's a little murky. But what we want is underneath what we're telling ourselves we want. What we actually deserve and what the divine wants to give us is underneath what we think we want. It takes more sacrifice, surrender, acceptance, strength to receive it. Because it's bigger. It's bigger. Tell me about the Magician here. Tell me about the Magician. Some of you guys feel like, I'm also getting some of you guys feel like you don't know what you want. So that's part of the problem. Because you want a lot of things. It's like you might not exactly know how to, like I'm kind of getting this energy of like you want your entire life to be new. You want a new job. You want new money flow. You want a new partner. You want a new stable relationship with your family. You want all of these things. But what the divine really wants for you is maybe not to have 2 or 3 of those things right now. True story. So you can really understand what this means. So you can really master yourself. Okay, I'm hearing square peg round hole. So some of you guys don't know what you want because you want a lot of things, but you don't know where to start with all of those things. That's the linear thinking back again, because now I'm seeing the bubbles again. So it's like really releasing everything. Surrender is a whole thing, guys. Okay? Mastering surrender is an entire thing, and it involves God. I'm not even talking about the higher self. I'm talking about God, your Father, the one that made you. Yeah. Tell me about the Magician, please. It involves that level of freedom and faith. And oh my God, look, the Chariot. The Chariot and the Magician, I can't make it up, guys. This is that freedom. This is the freedom of creation. True story. This is the freedom of creation and being able to really ride the frequency of, I'm hearing the Son of God, but when I'm hearing Son, I'm hearing Sun, S-U-N. That's you. That's you. I'm not here to convince anybody that this is you. You either know this is you or you have to learn this is you. Either way, it's fucking you still. Tell me about the Three of Wands, please. Actually, no. Wait, hold on. What I'm actually kind of getting here with this Chariot and Magician energy too, I'm hearing abundance, flow, creation. So you can't, creation, this is what they're doing. So it's almost like there's no, you can't go backwards. You can't go backwards into a structured 9-to-5. For some of you guys, you're trying to figure out what to do in place of that because it's different. It's new. Everything is new now. Everything is new. You can't ride the wave of the Matrix anymore because it's not a wave. It was never a wave. It was like, they're showing me a train going in a circle. That's what it was. That's what it is. This is a flow. That's a structured, this is when we leave, this is when we get back. This is when we leave, this is when we get back. That's no. It's Saturnian control over your life. This freedom I'm talking about with the Chariot energy is in regards to your spiritual strength and your spiritual and I'm hearing emotionally mastered ability to make choices from a place of creation and not chaos. When there is chaos, to create. Watch the creation and chaos. That's a whole thing right now. Tell me about the Magician again, please. It's a whole lot. No, just a couple. Uriel just said, tap into your dancing shoes. And he's showing me somebody tap dancing. So I feel like dancing is a part of this for some of you guys. Some of you guys have a really, you need the energy flow through your body in the form of dance and joyful expression. Okay, your dancing shoes. So put on your dancing shoes and manifest from that space. Literally go in, dance, and feel the way your body moves. Feel the joy come out of your heart space. Feel your ability, your energy, like perforating in the room you're in. Feel your connection to your movement. Feel your connection to your movement. Because your movement and being connected to that is what is manifesting. Okay? That's what manifests. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, because some of you guys are really stuck with the sacral chakra feeling of attachment. This is it. That's what it is. This is an attachment to a self. And that self is this. So when you're able to really move through this, meaning you understand it's here, first and foremost, you understand it's here, then you find the strength within yourself to make the counterintuitive decision to cut yourself out of this vibration. Okay, out of that vibration, because this stunts this from even happening. The Four of Pentacles and what's held in the Four of Pentacles for yourself, this is the identity of self. This is how much money you've ever made. This is what kind of response you've gotten from your writings or from your creative aspects in your life. It programmed you to think that's what you get. It programmed you to think that's what you get. Even if it was good before. It's got to be way better now. We're in a higher plane of energetic existence on this planet. It has to be bigger and better. And when I say better, I don't mean produced in a better way. It's more like your creations now need to be produced from a grounded place of knowing instead of thinking that this is how it goes. This is how it's worked before. This is how it's worked for them. This is how it's worked for them. This is the template I need to use. No. Your template and your path and your life is yours. And the only way that you can really truly understand what that means and how different it is when you connect to your Father, your God self, That's where the freedom comes in. Okay, so I hope this makes sense and I hope this is helpful. But Michael's saying review what you've done in the past. I'm honestly getting 4 years, the past 4 years, what you've done in regards to creation. Whether you've had children, that was your form of creation. Whether you had your own business, and that was a form of creation. Whether you had some sort of hobby where you liked to build. I'm actually seeing somebody put, like, you know how people stack rocks outside for like pretty things. Like, I'm seeing that too, for pictures or whatever. Like, I'm seeing that too, like just like planting things, gardening, whatever it was in the past, for the past 4 years that you created. Now it has to be bigger. And you have to manifest from a place of freedom, expansion. Not a place from this is the template, I'm following the rules. Okay? You can't follow the same old rules, because the system, the simulation, likes to tell you that the rules are still real. They can tell you anything they want. This is the thing. You have the free will choice to believe them or to know. And a lot of you guys are still believing them. You're still believing them. And I'm not talking about politics. I'm not talking about the fucking vaccine. I'm talking about how life is lived. I'm talking about what cars are for. I'm talking about what kind of clothes and how expensive and Gucci and shit. How life is lived. Experienced. I'm hearing experienced, actually. Not lived. Experienced. So there are no rules to this now, unless you listen to the beast, to the system, and decide that that is it for you. And if you do that and continue to do that, this will never go away. It can come up in my spread all day long, but here's the problem. Or here's the issue, is that if it keeps coming up in the spread, that means it's going to show up in your physical reality. I pulled my own cards before this. Your physical reality. This is going to show up. So, know that this is true. Okay? That's the spiel on the Seven of Swords. Tell me about the Ace of Wands. This is really exciting, because this is going to be the breakthrough. And what I am seeing actually with this sun energy, I'm getting 8 weeks. So 8 weeks from now, 8 weeks from now, 8 weeks, 8 days, 8 days, 8 weeks. I've been getting 8 days and 8 weeks in that cycle of 8 for a while here. And I really feel like it's because we're all entering our own authentic frequency, and we have to make the choices from that place of creation. So with this Ace of Wands, this is your new beginning. This is an opportunity for you to create from this new place, decide from this new place, live and walk around and perforate your energy from this new place. From this new place. After all of the confliction in the mind has been accessed and like reversed. I'm hearing reverse. So this is like reverse engineering your decision-making process. Two of Wands, it was in reverse. There we go. That's a decision made. So some of you guys are already at this place. Some of you guys are going to be. I'm also getting 2 weeks. So within the next 2 weeks, as well as we move into the new year, 2022, you're going to feel more settled in what this new frequency you hold is for you. Okay, I'm hearing root chakra, sacral chakra. So this is the lower chakras really stabilizing in its new identity. This is the new earth identity I've been talking about for a long time, and it takes a lot to get there. It takes a lot to get there, but if you don't get rid of this Seven of Swords, it's not going to fully come in. This is why it is conflicting and counterintuitive. This is why I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. This is why, oh my God, it's happening for them and not for me. This is why. Your path is your path. And the moon, this dark energy, this unknown, is so, there's like I said, like there's no proven outcome. There's no template for this. It's scary because it's never been done. You've never had to do this in your life. Whatever it is for you, you've never had to do this in your life. It's a very unknown feeling to you. But this is how we conquer it. You find your light. You find your light in the cave. In the place of self where you're confused. Michael's saying stop watching TV. Some of you guys, 2-3 days, I'm hearing 2-3 days, a 2-3 day purge of technology, of TV, of, fucking radio, like anything that was static. They're showing me receptors too, like energy, like internet modems and stuff. So if you can really clear yourself from technology for 2 to 3 days, whenever you're guided or feel like you have the space to do that, please do. It's really going to help clear you out of some of this confusion with the 7 of Cups. Give me one more, please, for this. Thank you. Judgment. Yep. Light bulb. Wake up time. Wake up time. The sun. Okay, this is enlightenment time. Oh my God, that's how strong I am. Oh my God, that's what the 7 of Swords was that she's been talking about for months. Oh my God, that was the decision I had to make that wasn't actually that hard because I just got my manifestation so much faster because I made the choice, and the choice was scary, but I made it. Oh my God, that's why. That's why. You make the judgment call, you change your life. You conquer your fear, you change your life. You let your inner child tell you what it is and how big you really are, and you change your fucking life. We're going to go through this temperance energy. It's temperance energy. Michael's laughing right now. Cut up a stuff. Tell me about temperance, please. Yep. Exactly. Yep. Woo! Tower and the King of Cups. This is emotional mastery, kids. This is emotional mastery. This is also, I'm hearing heart clearing with the Tower energy, heart clearing, and being able to temper in the fire and water energy. So this energy with this energy. Okay, really being able to temper fire and water for the steam to make the train go. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? It's like the steam to make the train go is the thing that gets you to have this aha moment. Okay, it gets you to find this complete clarity and awareness of what you are not now. It's not really how strong you are, and it's not really how creative you are. I really feel like this is going to play out for you guys in the sense of, oh my gosh, that's how true that's how I know the truth. This is like the clarity of truth with the knowing that I am now not that person that I was 2 weeks ago, a month ago. I am now not that confused about something I was a month ago or 2 months ago. I am now not afraid of something I was so incredibly afraid of 2 months ago. I'm getting 2 months ago. October, right? So Scorpio season, a Libra and Scorpio season. So this Tower energy really feels like it's bringing in deeper self-love for the inner masculine energy to conquer this. Because the inner masculine has been choosing this, like we talked about. The inner masculine has been choosing this forever. Forever. This is, in a relationship, this is a Jezebel entity. In a relationship, this is a third party. This is the other woman, the other man. Okay? In a in work and finances, this is working 3 jobs because you don't feel like you can manifest anything for yourself. And burning yourself out and telling yourself that there's no other way. Right? In a family situation, this is, oh my God, it's an attachment. I can't be with this. I can't be without my mom. I can't be without my kid. I can't be without my dad. I don't know what I'll do without them. Attachment. Okay? This is what the inner masculine has been choosing, and the divine is blowing it up, and Michael's still laughing at me. He's still laughing at me. And with this transference, I'm hearing transference. Back and forth between the inner masculine and feminine energy, this transference of energy and divine, I'm hearing divine frequency, is blowing up what you thought your heart could take. I'm hearing, wow, what you thought your heart could take. Like I said, some of you guys didn't dream big enough because your heart couldn't take it. It didn't happen. I know this to be true for myself as well. You could not dream that bigger and actually put yourself in that manifestation because you knew that if it didn't happen, that you would be crushed and there was no way that your heart could take it, so you didn't do it. All of that's changing. It's level up time. I love you guys. I hope this message finds you well. I really, 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 really do. On the bottom, the Empress. Divine Feminine holding it down. Inner Feminine holding it down. Nurturing self-love creation. Is that a bubble? That's a bubble. Except there's way more than just one bubble. Surrender and let the bubbles pop when they need to. But we're not throwing darts at the bubbles anymore. God's mad about that. You don't like it. It's not helping you. Okay? I love you. I love you guys so much. Let me see here. So, let me know in the comments how this makes you feel. This was I went through a lot within myself over this Christmas holiday. First of all, the fact that now that I know what Christmas really is, it disgusts me. And it's hard to accept because I'm out of a certain level of the program. I'm just out of I'm not in it. Right? I'm not in the matrix. So this is, I live in a different reality. So this is very much, and it's the reality that has yet to physically show up, which is why I look crazy. Anyway, it's fine. Profit shit, right? So anyway, this is a lesson. It's a lesson. This whole Seven of Swords entity is a lesson. I'm hearing past lives as well. So this hasn't just been your life now, right? This has been a very long, tied up process of self, of identification of self. And I'm hearing molecular attachments, molecular attachments. These could be like memories of certain, I'm hearing like cheaters, like winning by cheating is still winning. Like that's kind of what I'm getting with this inner masculine energy. It's like winning by cheating is still winning. And that distortion. Yeah. Whoop. No, not yet. Okay. We're using the Akashic here. Okay. There we go. There's a lot of heart chakra purging that I'm picking up on right now, like a ton. If you are feeling really, really, really down and really, really, really sad, please know that that is where you're supposed to find your lantern. Okay, don't sit in that and get confused in it. Listen, just listen. Listen to what's going on in your fucking head. And what we'll do is, if we're so used to this Seven of Swords, we won't even listen to what's going on in our head. We'll decide what is going on in our head. Therefore, feeding the ego, which it's got to go. Therefore, continually choosing the Seven of Swords. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times, these old world 3D spiritual teachers will teach how to like in the process of meditation, how to make the voice stop, right? How to make the voice stop fully. And really what it does is it forces people into, if it doesn't stop, there's something wrong and I can't meditate. Can't tell you how many of you have actually said that to me. I can't meditate. Yes, you can. You just need to listen to what the voice, what the thoughts, what is going on up there. And then you allow that to be true and move it out. It's not to make everything silent. It's to have a conscious awareness of what your ego is choosing. And if your ego is running on autopilot, you won't even be able to make that distinction. This is for whoever, whichever one of you guys. And like I said, I think I know two of you. This is how you don't come. This Seven of Swords will kill you. So what I said. But the whole point of it is to understand that you have a choice here. You do. You have a choice. I'll always tell you the truth. I love all of you. You have a choice. Diversity. Yep. This is about understanding a new way. This is about learning more things. You see how she has all these books? Learning understanding things in a different way, higher knowledge of self. Okay, this is like really taking note of what is a pattern in your life, in whatever category in your life you have to make these changes. So this is like, if there's a pattern in your romantic relationships, access that. If there's a pattern in your physical, in your friendship and camaraderie relationships, access that. If there's a pattern in how you spend money, how you hoard things because you're afraid to not have anything, all of those distortions, access that. If there is a need to diversify your community, who you consider to be like you, access that and see the pattern there. See the pattern there. Like I said, family is not a last name anymore. That is an entire paradigm that needs to shift. Some of you guys have already gotten this. You know this. Some of you guys need to hear this. Diversify what your paradigm of reality looks like. Okay? How you choose control paths unknown. You have a choice. You need more information to move. Okay, the counterintuitive choice or decision to be made doesn't have a proven outcome. Michael's saying you can't be afraid to fall on your face. True faith and trust in God will catch you the second you feel like you're falling. The second you feel like it's not going to work. You're 100%, he's showing me the number 100 and then the percent sign. Your 100% faith in your path with the Most High is what catches you. If you feel like you're slipping. Without that faith, you hit the ground. Without that faith, you hit the ground. And without that faith, you don't know what path, what's a path? You know what I mean? What's a path? It's literally that important to understand. Okay? Not these ones. Okay. All right, we got Uriel and the Sphinx, and we got Up in the Air. Up in the Air is about choices, right? This is about I don't. It's all up in the air. It's like the bubbles that I was seeing. Like, this is literally like everything is up in the air, but you have to decide where it lands via your manifestation, your dreams. Excuse me. Under that was Uriel and the Sphinx in reverse, and I'm actually supposed to read this. I'm going to read this one. Diversify so you can understand what you're not. This isn't big enough. I feel like this is going to say that. This isn't big enough. So let's read it. Hold on. And then I'll let you guys go. I love you guys. I hope this was helpful. I really hope this was helpful because it's a really, this is it's the apocalypse. So reversed. The sands of the desert have covered you once again. Not only have you put aside the deep inner work that brings to light your self-discovery. Let's start over. There we go. I had to. Sorry, guys. The sands of the desert have covered you once again. Not only have you put aside the deep inner work that brings to light your self-discovery, but also you've allowed even the mundane little things of life to settle upon you and keep you from your spiritual power. With this card reversed, you may have a strong tendency to slip into old emotional, mental, or behavioral patterns. But be conscious and careful. The sand is quick. You must recommit and make a greater effort now. Happily, there is still someone, both in spirit and in the physical world, who can help you. Find the kindred soul who shares your quest and open to the Archangel Uriel. Told you. Put on your dancing shoes. Okay, Uriel's fucking here. Make these relationships and your inner work a renewed priority. You have always been and will always be the most important job you will ever have. Dig in. You will always be the most important job you will ever have. And I will leave you with that. I love all of you. I hope this was helpful. Okay, I really hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments how this makes you feel. You guys know where to find me if you're interested in your own expansive process and ascension process and healing journey. So there's so much going on. Everything is shifting in milliseconds. Okay, we're going through a lot really fast. So these patterns will not hold up. Okay, I will say this, they will hold up, but they won't rise you. These patterns will not continue to, they won't bear fruit, Michael's saying. Okay, they won't bear fruit. Also, holler at Zedekiel and holler at Archangel Uriel. Okay, because this has got to go. It's got to go. It's got to go for the highest good of you and for the highest good of your life and your ascension process on this plane. Thank you so much. I love you. And until next time, let your inner stardust shine.